All right guys, I'm super excited to show you how easy it is to install SolarGuard's windshield protection film. This is not like Clearplex where it's difficult to shrink and takes a long time. You guys, this is a quick and easy install. And with that said, because it is so quick and easy, it's obviously gonna be much more affordable for the consumer. So the average retail cost of this is gonna be between $400 and $500. Some shops might be a little bit less, some shops might be a little bit more. With that said, the warranty is 12 months or 5,000 miles, whichever one comes first. So it's not quite as long of a warranty. With how easy it is to install, I still prefer this product over any other product. And here's the thing, you don't need to be an expert at shrinking to be able to install this. Matter of fact, any PPF installer can install this. Obviously, this is just like a really easy panel in the PPF world. So what I'm gonna do now is finish scrub padding the passenger side of this. Now I'm gonna use my orange crush, holding it like a paddle, coming up from the bottom, working the water in this L-shaped. As I come up, I'm over rotating to chase the water down. I'm only using half of my squeegee, meaning this line in the foam I'm putting in the middle of my squeegee here. And then as I come around this corner, I'm over rotating to chase the water down. It's just the way I like to do it, to leave as little water behind. Now what I'm gonna do is take my microfiber and just wipe around the edges. You guys, this is about, 15, 20-minute install for a $400 to $500 product with a great margin. We are now offering this here at our shop. When I make the cuts on this film, it looks obviously a lot like PPF. Whereas some of the other products, they're so thick, if you don't cut them just right, the edge of the film looks like a scratch. It's not, but the consumer can not like the way it looks if the installation isn't done perfectly. Okay, so the next step is gonna be able to get a measurement. Here I'm at 67, I'm gonna give myself plenty. So now we're gonna come over to the box, 67. Okay, so we got a brand new box, 48 by 50 feet. This does have a cap on it. Boom. Nice boxes by SolarGuard, which makes a big difference. This is gonna be my second time ever doing it. They sent me a sample, I loved it, so I got a roll. So I wouldn't consider myself terribly experienced with it, but I'm confident in filming this video after only using it one time because it was that straightforward, okay? So now I'm gonna put this up in my holster, and again, I'm looking for 67 inches, and over here we've measured down, so we're gonna be hitting that mark right there. Well, that unrolls super easily. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start the cut, and we're gonna pull the cap and the backing at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but in one process. Go ahead and grab the liner, which is facing the wall, or excuse me, not the liner, the cap. This is the cap. Pull it tight, back up. I'll pull it to you. Okay, now I'm gonna wet both sides of this to lower the static because that sure was staticky. I'm gonna wet the windshield as well. Hold it with your life. Beautiful. That was beautiful how that liner comes off so easily. Okay, now what I like you to do is create an L so I can spray your side. And what I mean by that, you guys, there you go. He blocks himself. And then I'm just gonna take my time because just like with any other PPF, if there's a dry spot, you're gonna get a little silver dot. So we wanna be thorough with our slip solution. Okay, now we're just gonna carefully go up and over the windshield wipers. And we're trying to get as close to the edge of the glass as possible. And I was generous with how much PPF I used, WPF I used, because as I pulled it out of there, it fed off the roll really easily. So here I'm just gonna start trimming a lot of this away just to make it easier to manage. Touching my blade with just a little bit of blade out, going slow, not trying to be quick and fancy. It's really easy to cut. It's not as stretchy as PPF, but it does obviously have some stretch to it. Super easy product to work with. Okay, I'm gonna even trim some of this away. Don't have to do this, but I want to. I'm gonna put even less blade out and just go slow. It's already such a short install as it is. We don't need to try to go any faster. Let's see how it tears away. Oh, it tears really nice. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna take my time and trim this away, just so that when I go to make my final cuts, which I'm obviously gonna be switching my blade for, because right now I have a ceramic blade or carbon blade, I wanna get it as tight against the edges as possible. And that's the other thing. With other products on the market, for instance, the Clearplex that we used in the past, it was very difficult to make the cuts. And you've already put sometimes 45 minutes into shrinking, and now you got to do the most difficult part, which is making the cuts. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my spray bottle and add even more slip underneath it, just because I don't want any silvering. Same thing on this side, making good progress. I would say we're only about 7 minutes into the process, if I had to guess. Really easy with my favorite sprayer. Not using the backpack right now because I don't want to worry about scratching the car, which is also why I have my shirt untucked, as you'll notice. Okay, so now I'm actually just gonna go in with my firmest squeegee, which is the red line extractor from Fusion, brand spanking new blade. And I'm gonna make sure that the windshield is covered in every way, which it is. And I'm gonna go very nice and firm. And again, this is my second time ever doing this. I had the first attempt on my car for, I don't know what that was, maybe a month or 2 months. And yes, at certain perfect angles, you can see it when looking down the road, but you have to really be looking for it. You'd be amazed at the clarity that this has. Okay, so I'm gonna just work this nice and evenly. Again, using that paddle technique. Notice how I'm holding the squeegee, and I'm using nice firm pressure. I'm basically only gonna go over this once. Okay, just fluffing it to let the fingers disperse themselves. As you guys notice, the fingers are just disappearing on their own. And then for around the edges, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure this is not stuck to the paint and try to get it even tighter. Look at how easy that is to install. Any PPF installer would feel extremely confident installing this. Got one little contaminant right here, check this out, right on the edge. So let's see how hard that is to get out. Here it is. I think I got it. There we go. Came off of the WPF really easy. How close we can get our cuts to the edge of the glass. The closer we can get our cuts, the better product we're gonna have. Let's see if this is still slipping. If it's not, then I'll spray more underneath it. If it is, we're good to go. It's mostly sticking to the paint, but I think since I'm here, I'll add a little bit of slip underneath. just a little bit. Smooth it out with my hands. Look at that. All the fingers are almost all gone. I love the red extractor for this, or the Blue Beast, but you definitely want a firm squeegee. Do it once, get a lot of water out, and be done. Every time I come at this, I'm gonna make sure it's not stuck to the paint. Use nice firm pressure, even using 2 hands right here. This is getting easier and easier to sell with how windshields are getting more and more expensive to replace, okay? So now I'm gonna grab my tack and I'm gonna flush out all the sides. My tack is my normal PPF tack. And again, our goal is to get this as tight up against the edge as possible. So I'm gonna make sure I hold this up and feed it in, and I'm getting it right against that rubber, aren't I? Now I'm just gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna actually flush it out, just like flushing dirty water out of a cup. It takes a minute. That's looking good for this side. I'll spray a little bit of slip on top, just for my tool to slide. Boom. Enjoyable to install. Now down here, I can see the edge of the glass. I don't think there's any value in picking that up to get tack underneath. What I'm gonna do now is just squeegee off the top over here just to get it nice and dry. Again, I'm always overlapping 50%. I've always got my squeegee angled where I want the water to go, just like a snow plow would push the snow off the side of the road. Okay, now I'm gonna come over and do the same thing over here as far as flushing the slip out. I'm gonna start with the top this time. This extension on my sprayer really allows me to get in there. Imagine if I didn't have this, then I'd have to be here, which is even more uncomfortable. So this allows me to reach comfortably. Now I'm gonna get real detailed with the corner of this as I lift this up. My tack did turn the adhesive gray just momentarily. This is where I want to get a very accurate cut. Every time I try to get a little bit better. Just like with PPF, we don't want to be too far. Just like PPF, we don't want to be too close to the edge to the point where it's hanging off. Okay. Now I'm going to take a microfiber, dry it off, switch my blade, and we're ready to make cuts. Put my PPF stuff back on my PPF cart, grab a microfiber, and dry it off so I can see as well as possible. Let us know in the comments below how you think we should test how well the film actually works against rock chips, because I'm happy to do some testing, because obviously it means nothing if it doesn't actually prevent the windshield from getting cracked or chipped. But it's kind of one of those things that's pretty hard to test other than just putting some miles on the car. This windshield is in super good condition. The car only has 5,000 miles on it in total, so there's only a couple little nicks, but I plan on keeping this on here for the next 5,000 miles or 1 year, whatever comes first, and then doing a review in the future on how well it lasted. Okay, so I'm going to be using a 30-degree stainless steel blade. These are the blades that I get from Amazon that I really like because they come to a sharp point, 30-degree point, but they're still stainless steel. So now the challenge is actually being able to see the edge of the glass and maneuver around everything. So I'm going to reach out, so I'm going to try to make as few cuts as possible. Again, I want to get as close as possible without getting too close to where the film is held over. I'm going to end this cut right here. And that's because I want to come back this way. Again, you can remove these pillars on the C8.
I prefer not to, just in case. And also I want to show how it can be done without doing that.
Again, this part is extremely difficult with most windshield protection films on the market that need to be shrunk. Therefore, you have to be an expert window film installer to have the experience necessary to be able to shrink those products. Anything can be learned, but it's certainly not overnight. Could have gotten a little bit closer right there, but that's going to be protected by the car. Again, this is my second time, so every time I do this, I'm getting a little bit better. This is really a great representation of what it's going to look like for anyone that's an experienced window film installer or an experienced PPF installer doing it for their second time. How much faster and better my cuts are going to come out after I've done 50 of these, which is not going to be a long time from now, given how easy this is to sell. Especially, just like anyone that has yellow headlights, they know how much they hate it. Anyone that's paid for an expensive windshield replacement, this is going to sell itself. Okay, there we have it. The cuts are done. Now my final and last step is going to be taking a card and wrapping paper towel around it and just bumping the edge as we would on a flat glass installation. We don't need to start in the middle of the window, just a few inches from the edge, and just work your way around. And this actually went even better than the first installation I did with this product. And that first installation is what got me to fall in love with this product. And this already went better. I mean, after the first one, I had a couple fingers, so this was even more necessary. I don't even have any fingers right now. I'm just doing this as an extra precaution, just to make sure no fingers pop up. But that is it right there. I'm not exactly sure how long it took, but I would guess under 20 minutes. And we can charge between $400 and $500 on average. Obviously, if you're a super high-end shop working on exotic cars with a great reputation, you could probably charge even a little bit more. And if you're just getting started, you could afford to even go a little bit less because of how easy and stress-free the installation is. Now, it is going to be a little bit more challenging on cars where the hood hits the windshield wipers, right? In that case, you might need to remove the windshield wipers, which adds a little bit of time. So on this Corvette, we're blessed that the windshield wipers come up and they don't hit the hood. But something to look out for. For instance, on this Kia, the windshield wipers do hit the hood. So this would be one more step in removing these, making the job that much easier. Super excited about SolarGuard's windshield protection film. Excited to start offering it here, knowing that we're gonna definitely be increasing our revenue for the rest of 2025 into 2026. If you guys have any questions, always reach out. We'll see you on the next one.